So over the weekend, I went out to a couple bookstores looking for one book in particular. I couldn't find it, but I couldn't leave empty-handed and came home with this little stack of books, so let's talk about them. First up is A Drink Before the War by Dennis Lehane. This is book one in his Kinsey and Gennaro series. It's about two private investigators working the blue-collar neighborhoods of South Boston. Later on in the series, you probably heard of it. It turned into a movie. Gone Baby Gone is one of these books. I read his book Small Mercies back in January. Absolutely loved it. Want to check out all of his work, so I picked this one up. The Heart in Winter by Kevin Barry. I heard lots of good things about this one last year. It's about two people that kind of fall in love, have this love affair, and have to flee, and they're being chased down by this group of gunmen. They're on the run towards San Francisco, heading for safety. It takes place in 1891 around the Rocky Mountain area. So a Western. I really want to read more Westerns this year, so I'll grab this one up. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. Honestly, I know nothing about this one, other than I'm assuming it's set in space. There's an astronaut on the cover. Other than that, I don't know anything about it. I'm going to go into it blind, but I've heard people rave about this book, how awesome it is. So yeah, grab this one. Going into it completely blind, don't know anything about it, but I'm excited to get to it. I picked up East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I've never read Steinbeck before. This is probably his most popular one. This one or maybe Grapes of Wrath. Decided to pick this one, and it says on the back this is a modern retelling of the book of Genesis from the Bible. We have two families, the Trask and Hamiltons, whose generations helplessly reenact the fall of Adam and Eve and the poisonous rivalry of Cain and Abel. And this is set in California's Salinas Valley. It sounds super awesome. Kind of reminds me of the two families from Tennessee, the Hatfields and McCoys, maybe battling out with each other. But I'm excited to read Steinbeck finally, and I decided I was going to start with East of Eden. I grabbed a nonfiction book, The Wager by David Grann, a tale of shipwreck, mutiny, and murder. This one sounds cool. It's about the ship named The Wager, and it goes lost. Couple of months later, or maybe a year later, some survivors wash up, and then a little after that, some more survivors wash up, and their tales of what happened very differently about this murderous captain and whatnot. It sounds really cool. I love pirates and shipwrecks and stuff, so I thought I'd give this one a shot. And lastly, American Psycho by Bret Easton Ellis. I've shockingly never seen the movie. I've seen lots of clips of it, but never the movie in its entirety. This one's about Patrick Bateman, who works on Wall Street, this highly intelligent guy, kind of a highly sophisticated, high-functioning psychopath, and just all the atrocities and murders that he commits. This one should be a lot of fun. And these are the 6 books I picked up and grabbed over the weekend. If you've read any of these, I'd be really interested to hear your thoughts, whether you liked them, disliked them, whatever it may be. But now it's time to go add these to the never-ending book stack.